Hi Leo, it's Rebecca from Birds and the Bees Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for your love, the relationship spread. So the first one, I'm going to be talking about your current feelings and your person's current feelings. As this is a love reading, I would probably look at your Venus sign if you are a feminine energy, and your Mars sign if you're masculine energy. Now, if you can also look at your Psyche sign and your Eros sign. Now, they and your Venus and your Mars sign can be found on Cafe Astrology through a natal chart. You can always look at this as well if your North Node is an Aquarius. So your South Node would be a Leo. Okay, so Mars has gone direct on the 12th. So Mars is about action, go-getter, and it's the commander-in-chief amongst the rest of the 9 planets. So we are overcoming roadblocks. Love life, we are having clarity and stability and getting our mojo back. Mercury is still in retrograde and does go direct on the 19th. So if you've been feeling tired or out of sorts, or your phone or your internet or whatever has not been working, or things have been going missing in communication, well, you know why. That's Mercury retrograde for you. But that goes back to direct on the 18th. Okay, so we're going to pull out a card for your current feelings, Aquarius. Your current feelings at the moment is you are feeling very upset. You may have had heartbreak from, I don't know what, it could be heartbreak from your family, a relationship, but you're currently sitting in heartbreak. So you could have found out about someone being deceiving to you. There could have been 3 people in the relationship and you found out about it. But this is all about heartbreak. This is about you feeling very upset, not in a good place at the moment. We did have the full moon in Cancer on the 6th. So this could be the leftovers of that. If you do have a water placement, that you would have been feeling that quite strong. We are in the age of Aquarius as well. So that might have something to do with it, because we're coming up to the full moon in Aquarius. Anyway, so the 3 of Swords talks about painful separation. So you might be in separation from your person. You may, as I said, had previous heartbreak or loss. You're in sort of an opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to heal. So you're sort of in that mode of finding your inspiration again at the moment. So let's find out about your person's current feelings. How are they feeling at the moment? Let's see what your person's current feelings are about. What Aquarius's person's current feelings at the moment? Well, they've left an old cycle behind and they're moving into a new one. So that's good. Well, for them, let's see. We'll find out about that. The world is about stepping off one hamster wheel onto a new hamster wheel. So emerging in a better way. So I don't know whether that's to do with your relationship or whether it's to do with some other influences in their life. I'm trying to work for romantic love, but if you aren't in romantic love or don't have it, well then this could be to do with your family or your kids or your friends. The world talks about completion. So it does talk about happy endings and achievement. So even though you are in heartbreak, they're feeling quite good. They are feeling like they've completed a cycle. They're in a different cycle, as I said. The World is a positive card, so it signals bliss and happy endings. So if you might have even had an ending and they're feeling quite good about that, but you're in heartbreak, I don't know. But I am going to clarify your energy and this energy as well. But first of all, I'm going to pull a card for your connection together so we can get a little bit more about the reading. The World. You could also have this. The World symbolizes Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, or Scorpio. So it could be one of those people that are your partner as well. Okay, so your person's current feelings. Right. They're feeling quite direct. They tell the truth. They work for the underdog, male or female, it doesn't matter, it's Queen of Swords. Swords talks about communication, truth, intellect, and thought. So the relationship together is you could have had some harsh words. You both could have had some harsh words to each other because the swords talk about communication. The Four of Coins talks about maybe possibly holding on to your feelings too tightly and not expressing them. But the Page of Wands does talk about a message. So you may have received a message. Your relationship together, you could have been messaging each other, not telling speaking the truth, but holding on to your feelings a bit tightly. Or the other alternative is you could have been holding on to your money too tightly. But I'm going to clarify that. But the Page of Wands, is a passionate, obviously one of you are going to have to be younger. You could have had a fight about maybe a child. That could have been it. I don't know. It's up to you what's happened. But as I see this, I see that you possibly have had some words and one of you have been holding on to either your money too tightly. It has been about money, or it could have been about a child, or you've been holding on to your feelings too tightly and not expressing them. Someone has been quite direct and overbearing, possibly, because the Queen of Swords talks about someone that knows what's going on. They will speak the truth and about what's going on. Maybe a truth has come out about a child. That's the only thing I can think of, but I can clarify. This one here talks about infectious enthusiasm. So maybe one of you have had a youthful spark. So maybe one of you have decided that you want to go out and, I don't know, sow your seeds or something like that. You want to go back to your youth. There could have been some harsh words. As I said, someone's been holding on to their emotions too tightly and finally spoken up, and this person here has moved from an old cycle into a new cycle, so they could have decided that they don't want to be in a relationship, and this is the connection together. So yeah, as I said, you could have had some harsh words. One of you could have been holding on to your emotions too tightly, and this is why you're sitting in heartbreak. Okay, so the relationship strengths. What is the relationship strengths, please, Spirit, between Aquarius and their person? What is the relationship strengths? Relationship strengths between these two, please. Okay. The strengths is that you have choices. The strengths are that you have choices. So you both have choices. There's plenty of fish in the sea and you don't have to be together. Okay, it's better to move on and get over your heartbreak, even though it is going to be hard and difficult. There are different choices out there. So this is the strengths. So the strengths of the relationship are that you have choices. So you both have choices. So even after some conflict and not being able to, possibly being able to express your emotions, this person here could be younger than you, Aquarius, that they may want to, maybe they've acted immaturely, or one of you have acted immaturely because you haven't been able to express yourself. Someone's been quite direct, and the other, it could be that either you or them have choices. We both have choices, but that could have been why you broke up, because the other person may have cheated or whatever, or found out you did, or I don't know, whatever. Okay, so the relationship weakness. What's the relationship weakness, please, Spirit? The relationship weakness between Aquarius and their person. The relationship weakness. Okay. The relationship weakness is, God, that's easy to go. That's like 6 cards. I need one. I'll be here all night if I can go. Okay, so the relationship weakness is, too many cards. Relationship weakness, please, Spirit. Right. Hermit. Possibly one of you want to be in hermit mode all the time. One of you wants to stay home a lot. The hermit is, that's clarified by Mercury. So Mercury is in retrograde. So you could have got together in a Mercury retrograde period. And because we are in a Mercury retrograde period now, that's when you're sort of going to leave each other as well. Okay, so this could have been someone from your past, and you try to rekindle this relationship, but because this is a new cycle, this is why this relationship hasn't been able to sustain what's going on, because there's been other choices in the relationship. Also, a Virgo could have been an influence. There could have been a Virgo. One of you could have been too practical in the relationship. So one of you weren't, you know, like a Virgo is very practical, whereas possibly the other person was a bit more easygoing. So that could have been the, you know, what could have destroyed the relationship as well. I'll just let you know what the Hermit is about. So the relationship weakness is that you have both possibly had thoughts and reflections about that, or one of you have had a spiritual awakening. There's been contemplation or soul searching happening, so they could have gained some inner wisdom and possibly found their guidance through someone else and decided that this isn't for you, this relationship isn't for them. So this card talks about taking the chaos away. So that's this here is the weakness. So I dare say that this person here has sought outside of the relationship and done some soul searching and had a spiritual awakening and thought, right, this isn't for me, it's too much chaos, I need to move on. Or maybe you're doing too much of the hermiting mode and you're not reaching outside of the house, like you're too insular. The relationship was too insular, so you weren't going outside to express and spend enough time together outside of, you know, the normal rings of society. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a card now. Will this relationship be successful? Will this relationship be successful? Will Aquarius relationship be successful, please? Will their relationship be successful? It can be death. It can be, as long as you leave the past behind and move into the future together. If you're not willing to leave the past behind, both of you aren't going to move into the future. This person here has had a spiritual awakening, and they realise that there are choices out there. They may have been in contact with someone who has spoken directly to them. They could have been holding on to their thoughts too much, but there has been a conversation here. So maybe in the past someone has been holding on to their emotions. This person here is very passionate and has expressed those. As I said, they could be younger than you. This is the weakness, is that you possibly have been too isolated. You're isolating yourself, so you're not able, whereas this person here wants to get out in society and go and enjoy life, and maybe had a spiritual awakening, done their work on themselves, and realise that there are more things out there. So this card here, the Choices card, talks about having those opportunities and someone wants to go out and enjoy them. So that's the weakness, that you are too isolated. So for this to be successful, you need to leave the past in the past and move into the future. So basically walk out of this door and into this door. But if you're going to stay in your heartbreak mode and not move from the past or the old cycle into the new cycle, this relationship will not be successful. There is a chance there. You can still swing it around. I am going to clarify this Three of Swords though. Clarifying the Three of Swords, please, Spirit. Okay. Three of Swords talks about, it's clarified by the Devil. So the Devil talks about addictions. So as I said, that's the weakness, being too isolated. So the reason the relationship's broken down is because, and the reason you're in heartbreak could be that you're in your addictions. So either you're addicted to the past, you're addicted to being isolating yourself, you're addicted to drugs, sex, whatever coffee, food, whatever. That is why you're in heartbreak. You could have depression as well. It could be that. You could be addicted to, as I said, drugs, alcohol. You could be an alcoholic, but you need to have a look at that. This is the Page of Swords talks about, because that's clarifying the Three of Swords. Page of Swords is Aquarius, so this is definitely you. It's just saying, yep, that's you, Aquarius, all over, and you're obviously addicted to something. You can't let the past go. I don't know, whatever it is for you. But the devil is a Capricorn energy as well. It's also about Saturn. So we'll find out about the devil. The devil, the grip of addiction. It's a need for liberation. So it's talking about the healthy versus the unhealthy. It can talk about materialism. So you could be, as this person here is spiritually awakened, they're not going to be too worried about material objects. You could be worried about who sees you, what sees you, and why sees you, and worried about your, what you look like, what your house looks like, whatever. So you can find healing, but you will need to delve into your shadow self. This will help you. Honestly, watching tarot and finding out about yourself and listening to what the readers talk about and taking that on board and studying things. Like if you hear something, Google it if you don't know what it is. That's what I did. You could be trapped in your own stories, as in, like self-sabotaging, you're lying to yourself, temptations, so that's what's going on with you, Aquarius. I know that's probably harsh to hear, but I can only speak how I see the cards. So, as I said, if you can leave the past behind and step into the future, you're going to have a successful relationship. If you're not able to and get rid of these addictions, self-sabotaging and addictions with whatever you're addicted to, this here is the strength that there are choices. So there's plenty of fish in the sea. You don't need to concentrate on the one person. Okay. So I'm going to pull you an oracle card, Aquarius, to see what we've got for you. What's going to pull this reading together for you, Aquarius? One card, Spirit. Okay. Harmony. Power, self-confidence, and productivity. Right there. Number 3. The card heralds a period of inner and outer harmony. In the coming months, you will feel an increased sense of self-confidence, which will result in greater productivity. It is as if you have learnt to harness the primal forces of nature and are able to channel this energy in a powerful and meaningful way to achieve your goals. Your guiding stars are in harmonious alignment at present. This is a fortunate time for you, and this period will continue for several months. Be mindful of the power you have at present. Honour it, respect it, and use it wisely. What you learn in this time will help you greatly in the future. Observe your state of mind during this time, as well as your actions and how others react to you. Notice how many doors open and how previously inaccessible paths now become clear of obstacles. All you desire comes to you with little effort, all because there is harmony in your inner and outer world. Remember this in the future, for it will serve you well. The affirmation for you, Aquarius, is, I am one with the forces of nature. I am one with the earth and all creation. I use my power wisely and to great effect. I create harmony in my life through love and acceptance. I achieve my goals with ease. If you're in a negative state of mind, that's what you're going to produce. If you're around negative people, that is what you're going to radiate, and you are going to be in a hole. If you have negative people around you, you need to limit that contact as much as possible. Get away from negativity. If someone starts talking to you about, I don't know, whatever, you can listen, but take it as a grain of salt. Move it in and move it out of your brain. Or if you're not in a good space, just say, look, I'm not the right person to talk to. Can you talk to someone else? You need to, as I said, limit the contact. If you've got a family that is negative, get away from it as much as you can, that is. And if the relationship that you were in is not good, you need to look out, you need to look within yourself to see why it wasn't any good. You can't blame each other because we mirror each other. So this person here's obviously had some spiritual awakening, and now it's your turn to listen to your instincts and remove this addiction that's going on, whatever it may be for you. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that, Aquarius, and I will talk to you next time. All right, see you later. Bye.